what Scratch is, right? It's that coding program that everyone uses in Year 6 computer science. Well, today I'm going to be making Among Us in Scratch. Now, the main part of Among Us is probably the characters, but because it's my game and I hate myself, I'm going to be drawing the characters and everything else myself. The map I'm going to set the game in is going to be cafeteria, so I'm going to have to draw that too. Now that I've got a character and a map, I have to actually turn it into a game. After some incredible coding, we can now move the character around by pressing WASD. And when I say incredible coding, I mean you can't even comprehend it unless you're a professional game developer, like me. Next, I started to add some more characters to the game. Now, in Among Us, there's 4 to 10 players in a lobby, but I'm really lazy. So, I started off by just completely copy and pasting the first character, but making them blue. I then had to make it look like he'd been killed, so I chopped him in half and shoved a bone in his body.
That's the cutest fucking thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
I then made another skin for once they've fallen over after they've died, and tried to code the killing. But it didn't work. So after a bit more coding, now when you touch the other players, they die. Look at him! He's dead! In my opinion, one of the most iconic parts of Among Us is that noise you make when you kill someone. And for some reason, I decided to record that sound myself. And I think that's pretty good. So I clicked save on that bad boy and popped it into the code. You can come from below. You can do a sneaky little hit and run. It's amazing. Look at that boy wiggle. Now, although that killing works well, in Among Us there's actually a button to kill, and that's probably better. Because like Rowan Atkinson once said, you can't do without button. Actually you can, but it just doesn't look as cool. So after hearing Rowan's wise words, I deleted a bunch of code and then I drew a button for killing. And now you can kill using the button. Then I worked on making the report button for when you found a dead body and you want to report it. But this took me ages to code. I tried everything. I even tried to make a new block. But I don't know what I'm doing. After finally figuring that out, I then made the report screen that pops up when you report a body, which just consists of a bunch of lines and a circle, and a dead body which you just reported.
Several coding errors later.
As you can see, I then started drawing the imposter screen that shows up in the beginning when you're the imposter. And while I'm doing that, why not subscribe? Because, I mean, it'd be pretty cool if you did. And, I mean, yeah, it'd be pretty cool. Now, when you start the game, there's also a noise when this screen is shown, which I made by humming and banging a pencil on the table. Save. Put it in the code. Now that I have a vent, I have to actually make somewhere to vent to. In normal Among Us, cafeteria vents to admin and to the hallway outside navigation in O2, but this is scuffed Among Us, so cafeteria is going to vent to electrical. Now we've got the electrical map, which totally isn't the cafeteria map with some added wires. After I added a button for venting and some arrows to show where you want to vent to, the venting was done. You could now hop in a vent and go to another place. The only problem was, once you got out the vent, the arrows still showed. So to fix this, I did a few quick calculations and figured out that only a small percentage of my viewers are actually subscribed. I then made the screen which shows up after you've skipped, after voting. I didn't really want to code the whole voting process, so I just made it after you've reported a body, it shows the report screen, and then it shows the skipped screen. And after a little more coding, it was done.